Welcome to another Overland Travellers episode. You join us as we move further north into South Australia to one of our favourite spots, the Flinders Rangers. And with the views like these, it's easy to see why. This episode we travel through the desert, but there is some pretty serious weather coming and track closures are imminent. Strap yourselves in, this is a good one. Morning everyone.
Good morning.
Well, you might recognise where we are. We're in the Flinders Rangers, South Australia, our favourite part of Australia.
We've been here quite a few times. We've done quite a few videos here.
Yeah, we've done a lot. So we're not going to do a full video here. If you want to check out this region, definitely check out some of those. Just type in Overland Travellers Flinders Rangers and a lot will pop up. We're actually camped probably only a couple of 100 metres away from where we got married 8 weeks ago. Unfortunately, we were going to camp there, but there's someone camping there. It's funny, we rolled in and Holly's like, they're our trees. Like we own it. We definitely don't, but anyway.
But we can see it from where we are.
We can see it from where we are, but we might go and have a little look there later. So the Flinders for us is like, they call it the gateway to the outback, and it is, because from here, you can jump on the Oodnadatta track, which is a fantastic desert track, and you can go up to Alice Springs. And from there you can go Mount Dare, Simpson Desert, Tanami, Canning, Tanami, Kimberley.
Alice.
Up
Northern Territory.
the highway, Arnhem Land.
It's a good alternate route if you want to do a dirt road over the main highway.
Yeah, it's way better than the highway. Just do it. Like, it doesn't take that much longer, and there's so many interesting things to see in the Oodnadatta. I mean, you can also go up like Birdsville and Innaminka. It's all closed at the moment. There's a lot of flooding. Would love to go up and see all the wildflowers they'll be popping up there soon. And then you can go outback Queensland. So yeah, for us, from where we are in New South Wales, we always come through here to go to the outback, and just happens that it's our favourite part of Australia anyway. So we're just going to do, I don't know, a few things on the computer today. Then we'll probably jump over to the prairie for hopefully just one night and one day, but I know we kind of get stuck there. So
yeah,
we got married there. That was our reception. That was the venue. So
yeah. In saying all of that, we're kind of still up in the air with our plans. So while it looks quite pleasant at the moment, there's no wind, there's no rain, there is actually a massive weather system that is moving across the whole country. And they are saying that South Australia could be getting the most amount of rain it has had for over 3 years.
Yeah. Look, we're stoked that South Australia's getting a bit of rain. They
really
desperately need it, so that's great. But does throw a spanner in the works for us. And look, the Oodnadatta might shut. A few tracks might shut, so we're just like, oh geez, we need to sit it out and actually wait, because we don't want to get stuck halfway in the Oodnadatta and
have to wait there for days
and
or
also
weeks.
Be those people that completely chop the roads up and ruin the roads, sort of thing. So when it's wet, so we kind of need to wait it out. Also, Adrian and Ellen, they were definitely supposed to be with us by this point in the trip, but unfortunately, they're just waiting for paperwork for their new ute. So it's a ground up ute, and they're just waiting for this last little bit of paperwork. The whole thing's engineered, it's done, they're in, ready to go, but yeah, they just need this one little thing, and then they can get going, which is just such a shame, and they just don't know how long it's going to be. So look, it could be today, could be
next week,
could be 4 weeks time.
Yeah, we don't know, so we're going to wait the weather out. It's meant to start hitting this afternoon, tomorrow, and then we will make the call what we're going to do, where we can go, and then hopefully we might hear something from them, we might not. But yeah, the show must go on.
Show must go on. So come along with us. We don't know what we're going to be doing, but we promise to make it exciting.
And we'll tell you along the way.
We spent the morning filming a few videos and enjoying the warm weather while we could with the goats and emus.
So it's been a very uneventful day for us. We did some filming this morning and then edited for the rest of the afternoon.
And we just released our product. It's already been out in the videos and everything now, so you would have seen it. But we just released it just then, like officially.
I know, super exciting.
So yeah, it's really exciting for us. Like, you know, it's we've been talking about it for years. We've wanted to do a product, and now it's here. We've done it, and yeah, it's just exciting.
Yep. So we are going to go to the prairie and celebrate. And the weather has started to turn. It's a bit windier, a bit overcast. Yeah. So we might see you when we make some plans up for what we decide to do. Watch this space.
The weather well and truly hit. We spent a night in the tent where it was gusting up to 80 kilometres per hour. Safe to say, we didn't get much sleep that night. G'day everyone. As you know, we've been in the Flinders for a few days and some foul weather came through. You can probably hear a bit of wind now and see that it's a bit drizzly and cloudy.
windy.
But yesterday it was crazy winds. Like
50-kilometre-hour winds gusting north of 70 k's. It was insane.
We did one night in the tent and yeah, we didn't get much sleep.
Yeah.
So we just shacked up at the Prairie Hotel at Parachilna for a night and caught up with everyone, which is really good. Now, a heap of rain went through and we were worried the Oodnadatta track was going to be closed.
As of yesterday, it was closed.
Yeah. But it's opened up, so we're going to take this opportunity. You know, you don't want to, obviously, if the road is closed, don't do it. But, you know, for the locals, if you go through when it's really wet and chop the roads up, then you just cause a heap of damage and just make it shit for the locals pretty much. So, it's all open, it's all good. They didn't get too much rain.
They didn't get as much rain up there as was forecast, I don't think, which is a shame for them, but then it means the road is open.
So we're just going to go on a desert adventure. We're not 100% sure where. We want to get up to Uluru and we'll just make it up as we go.
Yeah, we're still trying to trip plan as we're going, but we have decided we might as well try and go places that the trooper can go that a caravan can't, because the next step for us is a caravan, so we'll try and do some more desert stuff if time permits.
And Adrian Ellen, they just didn't get their paperwork in time, so they'll try and meet up with us for the Simpson Crossing on the way home, but fingers crossed, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah,
all right,
so let's go.
Let's hit the road.
So we've just pulled into Farina. There is a bakery here that is open seasonally. We're just coming in to see if it is open. I think it may be shut, but even that little bit of dirt road, there wasn't much of it, and it was pretty muddy and pretty slippy. So
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the Oodnadatta could be. It's weird though, because I've been checking all morning. The road was open with caution. Now it's just open. So
I think it probably gets drier the way the further north we go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have a quick look at the bakery, and yeah, but if you pass through the area, it's worth checking this out. We've never actually got it when it's open.
No,
so
never.
It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
Missed it by a week. Oh well, that's what happens in the desert. And it's a good reminder, just when you're going out to these places, just check if things are open. You know, even like places like the Prairie, like they close every Tuesday, is it? Or is it Monday? They close every Monday, but just, you know, you got to check and book. It's not like the city you can just go and expect things to be open. We've been in places and people kind of get upset when these places are closed, but it runs differently out here. So you just gotta check everything and make sure it's open. I'm gonna go out a different way. Apparently she came in that way in the bus and she's like, yeah, I nearly got bogged. Jeez, it would have been fun to use the saving gear. As I said, we always use it for other people. When it's muddy on outback tracks, it's definitely good to go for alternate routes around large mud holes, if possible, to save the track.
So we're at the start of the Oodnadatta. The sign says it's open for four-wheel drives. Some of it's just open, some of it's four-wheel drives only. There is so much water hanging around Mari, though. I said to him, I was like, I'm actually a little bit nervous. He's not, he's excited, so we'll just see how we go. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we can stop for filming, because the edges of the road actually don't look too bad, but people who have pulled over in them, there's big massive ruts, so we'll just see how we go.
So it's super windy today as well. It's causing absolute havoc for our fuel economy. We're currently doing about 19.6 litres per 100 going into this headwind, but it's windy. I'll show you how windy it is.
If you are new to our channel, you probably wouldn't have seen our old videos of us travelling the Oodnadatta. There is a lot to do and see along the track because the weather is so bad, and because we have done it so many times, we're just using it as a track to get from A to B this time round. But we just went past some really odd sculptures. It's funny what people put out in the desert, but they're definitely something to see if you're coming through.
I think I know the story with those, why they're there, who did it, who bothered.
I know, we might do some research and let you know in a voiceover.
We have done videos with, done one in this troopy before, one in the 40 series and one in the Hilux on the Oodnadatta track.
Yeah. So might link those. So yeah, if you want an in-depth take on the Oodnadatta, that's some things to do.
We're at Lake Eyre South now, just at the viewing platform. There's no water in here at the moment.
Looks like there's a bit of puddles from rain, but no
puddles
water
from rain,
from
but none of that
flooding
that's come down. So we are currently at 0 meters elevation, and on the road, if you check, your elevation, sometimes it goes minus 20 meters elevation. So yeah, below sea level. And the Lake Eyre Basin is absolutely huge, massive amount of area, covers a large percentage of Australia, which is a big area.
The weather is so bad outside. For lunch, we thought we would just pull out some pre-made pies that I did when we were at home and just put them in the travel body. Usually we try to defrost things if we pull it out of the freezer before cooking it, but we'll just put the travel buddy on a lower temp, defrost them, and then cook them and heat them up.
And what we can do on our head unit here, just go to our apps, red arc, sorry about the reflection, there we go. So we can just control our red arc from here, and the 12 volt travel buddy is on.
Chuck it in the oven. Put it on like 1:30 to start. Cool, perfect.
Lunch sorted. So we have opted to go see Lake Eyre North. We've actually never done this on the Oodnadatta track. There is about 15 k's out of William Creek, there is a track that heads up to Lake Eyre North. There's a camp spot there. It is really windy, but we'll just see. I think it's going to be miserably windy.
We'll see what it's like when we get out there. It's a 60k dirt road in, and it's pretty spectacular. We just pulled over this rise, and the landscape has just changed completely.
Despite the wind, we'll get the drone up and I'll show you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not sure what the wind noise is like, so I'm sorry about that. But we've made it to Lake Eyre, and yeah, it's like an ocean.
Yeah, it looks like an ocean. It's literally water as far as the eye can see.
It is wild, actually. Look at that.
So cool. We've never seen this before.
No, never.
Saw it from the sky a couple of years ago. We flew over it. Last time it was kind of full and we were in this area, so that was cool. But yeah, actually seeing it in person, it's epic.
We found the most sheltered spot possible near a bank and some scrubby bush and faced the troopy into the wind. We then got settled in to watch the colours change over the afternoon at the edge of the lake. Oh, it's cold, it's windy, but it is undeniably beautiful. It's very nice, and the sun's just setting. I think we're going to get a pretty good sunset by the looks of it. I think it's going to be spectacular.
Dinner inside the troopy tonight?
Yeah, it's so foul outside, just cooking's almost impossible with a gas cooker like this. I've got the induction, it's just not a good quality induction plate, and it just really heats one little part of my pan up really intensely, and I don't think it's great for the pan, I don't know, but it's just annoying to cook on mostly. No, it's just like, this is what the best thing having this set up in the troopy is. It's what it's all about, like being able to do this, just get in, get out of the weather.
Yeah.
So, got to use it to its full potential. Oh, if I look cold, I am cold. It's cold like last night only because I think the wind. Generally, you know, once you get a bit of hot air in that tent, it sort of, you know, it all heats up. It's pretty good, but with the wind sort of cutting through, it just sort of cuts through the tent and gets all that hot air out and kind of stays cold inside. But we're still warm enough, you know, had the heater blanket and whatnot, so we're all sweet. But yeah, just checking out sunrise at the lake now. It's quite beautiful. It's pretty surreal, really.
morning from Lake Eyre North.
Yes, very nice morning. We just had a nice little walk around the edge of the lake. We just sort of had a look at it, and yeah, it's pretty surreal. Like it dead set, because it's sandy as well. It feels like you're at the beach.
Yeah, and even with the wind, it's kind of creating the sound of waves and.
Yeah, it's surreal. Like obviously driving through the Oodnadatta track.
Yeah.
Only to come across a body of water that is so big that it just goes off into the horizon and just disappears utterly. Like it's amazing. So
it's very cool. So
what are we doing today?
Plan today, we will head out this track over William Creek and then probably to the Painted Desert. It was open yesterday with caution around some ponded areas. So hopefully by today it's cleared up a bit, but yeah, it is open. So
and we haven't been back since
2019,
the Hilux days. So we didn't have a great look around when we were in the Hilux. So hopefully we can check a few things out and should be alright. In other news, the drone
had a malfunction with the gimbal.
Yes, had a malfunction with the gimbal, and I just can't get it working. So back to the old drone, which is still a really good drone, but I've just had no luck with this drone, and I've got such good shots with it so far, the shots that I have got, but I've missed out on quite a few things because of the card corrupting and now the gimbal malfunction, and we don't know whether to do a 6-hour detour to Alice Springs
to try and get another one
or get this one replaced under warranty. I don't know.
Watch this space. Just quickly wanted to mention the road conditions on the way in here. So it was a 60-kilometre stretch. The road was in pretty bad condition. A lot of corrugations, pretty hectic, rough corrugations, and then a few bull dust holes, and it was quite windy.
And the bull dust holes, so usually in the Oodnadatta track, if there's a really big bull dust hole, they put a little red flag up so you can see when it's coming. But these didn't have any red flags, so you just got to be really careful coming in.
You also need a Desert Parks Pass to come and stay here because it is part of the Lake Eyre National Park.
Yep, correct.
So you can either get that online, or I think you can get it from some roadhouses like the Pink Roadhouse at Oodnadatta, probably at William Creek as well. So just something to note too.
Yeah, I did have to do a visual the other day of just checking the car, and a couple little things that rattled loose, a couple of bolts and that, so it's just worth just checking when you do a road like this to make sure it's all good.
Yeah, so we're going to pack up now and then get on the road. We've just finished the track from Lake Eyre South. Usually if you ever drive a track two ways, on the way in you usually get shocked, the way out you're expecting, you know what you're expecting, so it doesn't feel that bad. This morning it felt a lot worse than what it did yesterday. Matt's just doing a quick check over the cars to make sure nothing's rattled loose, and then we'll head into William Creek. Had a gas strut come loose.
Yeah, it just sort of winds itself off. You can see it's just undone. It's undone on that end. It's a pain. It's a real pain to do back up though, because you got to take the bump stop out, and then still you just got to get it in with a mallet. Actually, the bolt. Anyway, it's all right.
It's always really important after you do some tough tracks and very corrugated tracks like that to just do a once over of the car. Make sure everything is all good.
It was only a short drive into William Creek, This is a great little town where you can have a counter lunch at the pub, get some fuel, or stay at the campground. Well, quick stop at William Creek. We just chucked about 40 litres into the troopy. Should just get us to the highway through the Painted Desert to Marla, around there. And yeah, we're just going to keep heading on the Oodnadatta track and then turn off for the Painted Desert Road, which is exciting.
So the reason we got fuel, some people might be asking, because we do have a big capacity. We have been using a lot of diesel in the headwind, so just a bit of a safety precaution. Just thought we'd top a little bit extra up.
Look at that. Bit of water in the Oodnadatta. Go down to this bridge down here, have a look. Looks like there's birds in that as well. But we made it to Oodnadatta at the Pink Roadhouse, very famous. I actually did an artwork of this roadhouse. I do a bit of art, and it actually won a competition. I was very surprised because I didn't think it was very good, but anyway, it won it. Again, I just checked over a few loose bolts and nipped them up before we got back on the track. Corrugations will definitely find any weak points on your vehicle. There was definitely a lot more water on this section with some large bodies of water present, some of which we couldn't go around.
We have made it back to the Painted Desert. We haven't been here since 2019. Since the Hilux days, since our big lap, and since the first time we found Lenny, our little Lego man.
Yeah, he's not here at the moment. We should really pack him. He's the official mascot of the channel.
He is, yeah.
You're not allowed to camp here. This is a station. There's no camping for 15Ks. So what we're going to do is just stay here till sunset, get some really cool shots because the colours in the soil are just like next level. So we just want to see that blue hour kind of light and get some good shots for you guys. And then we'll move on down the road and find a camp
later.
Maybe a little dry creek or something, see how we go.
Yep.
So as we've been doing the Oodnadatta track, I've just been keeping an eye on everything. There's just a couple of little loose bolts, a few places that I've just sort of nipped back up. One thing that I noticed that sort of fell off was just a gas strut on our spare tyre carrier. Now, I don't know when it was. It's probably like a couple of years ago. I found this spanner on the road. It's a little 16mm Sid Chrome spanner, but someone has used it for a specific job because I've had to grind off a little bit here. Anyway, on my arm here, in the Cruiser Company bar, I'll show you this. I really struggle to get a purchase in there on a 16mm. That was meant to be. Just fits in there. Now look, me finding this tool for that specific purpose wasn't fate. I don't know what is. All nipped up, all done on that, so it's good. Oodnadatta Roadhouse, it's pretty well stocked. Like, it's got like a few essentials, like your oils and a few bits and pieces. We just got some thread locker because I forgot some this trip, so it's a good business. So if you need anything, it is a pretty reliable little spot to get a few things. Well, we've pulled a Ronnie Dahl here. In darkness we find camp. It is properly dark now and we haven't found camp yet, but hopefully soon. We've got a creek here. I just need to have a look and see if there's a track somewhere near it. Over there looks relatively flat. We just need to get over there. Not far off the road, but anyway, we'll be right. We'll get going pretty early tomorrow. I think that'll do. I'm thinking about this setup, literally, we probably pulled up 5 minutes ago, not even joking. Bed's up, cooking dinner. It's just, yeah, it's so nice and easy and just quick. Situations like this when you just want to get camp set up quickly, it's so good.
So within about 10 minutes, dinner's now cooked, we're eating it. Gonna watch some YouTube.
How good is that?
So good.
And we're out of the elements inside, a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Just love it. I love the Truvy. Okay, I was just setting up for a star lapse and I noticed, like in the sky, I could see it with the naked eye, this really, really bright something with a massive trail sort of behind it, sort of fanning out really, quite wide, like, in space. Like, it's huge. Anyway, I'm presuming it was some kind of a comet or something that had entered the upper atmosphere or whatever. And it's left this huge trail, but it was so visible to the naked eye. And I was literally setting the camera up for a night lapse. And I was like, oh my gosh, quickly take a photo. But the rotation of the earth and it just went down. But I got 2 photos of it. I'll put them up now and I'll zoom into the section. So one thing to take note of is I usually do around an 8-second exposure for my star lapses. The exposure that I got in this was 0.8 seconds, so not even one, and it was like super bright, almost as bright as like the troopy lights sort of thing. So no idea, no idea what it was. If anyone, has any potential info, the date is the 27th of July. So if there was any kind of like meteor or comet meteor activity or whatever in the sky and you know of it, can you tell me? And I'd love to know. After a bit of research, it was a sun-streaker comet, which is currently visible shortly after sunset if the conditions are just right. It was pretty cool to see that in the desert. Morning, everyone. Well, that was probably one of the cold nights we've had on this trip so far. I don't know why, it was just bloody freezing. But anyway, we were all right. We survived. This morning, we're going to be popping off the Painted Desert Road, and that'll finish our 4th time on the Oodnadatta track. So yeah, it's always fun. We love this track. It's sort of a bit of a soft spot in my heart. It was the first desert track we had ever done where I really felt properly remote. So yeah, Painted Desert was really good to see again. We're going to be heading north up to towards Uluru. Maybe Alice Springs, we might need to pop in there, which is a bit of a detour, but anyway, we'll see how we go. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll hear some news from Adrian and Ellen soon, and we can start thinking about what we're going to do with them, which is looking like a Simpson Desert crossing. So if you're keen to see that, stay tuned, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Thank you once again for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If so, give us a thumbs up or comment below. We'll see you in the next one.